Okay, educators. So I know that we talked a lot on this podcast about points we were tapping on, and obviously you couldn't see that. So I thought I would go ahead and make a video specifically for you educators. First, introducing the points, and then I'm actually going to lead you into a quick tap designed to allow you to get started on being able to practice more emotional regulation even before you need to. And if you have any other further questions, you can always explore the other links here and feel free to ask me any questions. But this is going to be a very brief overview. So we're always going to start here, tapping on the side of the hand. Then the next point we go to is the tippy top of the head. Then we're going to go to the eyebrow points, which are the very beginnings of your eyebrow hairs. The next point is on the side of your eye. So this is going to be on your ocular cavity here, not back here on your temple. So a little closer to your eye. And then again on the ocular cavity, underneath your eye, on that bone there, underneath your nose, underneath your bottom lip, and then the collarbone, which again, you can trace your fingers to the edge of your collarbone and about an inch down and an inch over. To this point, and the energy meridian points run down both sides of your body. So you can use two hands, you can use one or the other, you can switch halfway through. You might notice I do that in some of my videos. That's all okay. And then the last point we use is going to be about 4 inches down from your armpit, right along your side there. Any of these points might feel a little like tingly or sometimes even a little tender. That's all okay. So those are the points that we traditionally use in EFT. When I talked on the podcast about the points in the fingernails, that's actually down here in your nail bed. So the points will be down here in that kind of corner of your nail on the outer edge of your thumb. And then just moving over to the next finger, again, tapping on the kind of corner, outer edge down your nail bed, and so forth. So you can just cycle through those and throw in that side of the hand. These are the ones I talked about that it's easy to be tapping on them underneath a desk. You can either tap or sometimes I just press. And so let's go ahead and just move you through having an experience. So I want you to just go ahead, get settled in your bodies. Again, I'm a big hands over my heart person whenever I'm getting settled. And I just want you to just tune in to any stuck points, resistance, fear, anxiety you might be feeling in your body right now as it pertains to being a leader in your field. And you can just make a note of that somewhere, put it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like, it's pretty low, I'm not feeling too much resistance, 10 being like, it is high today, I'm feeling kind of a mess. The day hasn't even get started yet. There's no right or wrong here. I'm also going to ask you to make a commitment that anything that comes up for you now, it is not about judging yourself. It is purely about stepping into observer mode and just being curious about what is coming up for you and in your body. Okay? And then you're going to be tapping along with my words. You can feel free to sub your words and just use mine as a guide. Whatever works for you, you will find that EFT is very forgiving. And if you find yourself at any point feeling like you're more stressed instead of less, I promise I didn't put a hex on you. It's just sometimes we're not used to expressing our emotions and our brains like to go a little haywire when we're like, okay, we're going to talk about that. So if for some reason that happens, I want you to keep tapping and keep your eyes open. That's what's going to allow you to feel and process what you need to. Okay, you're responsible for your well-being, so just make a little promise to yourself to reach out should you need any further support. But let's get to tapping so you can feel how gentle and amazing this is. So tapping on the side of your hand, this is where we start with the setup statement, which is when we put our attention on the truth of how we might think or feel, and we combine that with an affirmation of acceptance. The idea being that we're accepting ourselves, having that human experience of whatever that thought or emotion is. We don't necessarily have to accept that thought or emotion itself. It's just, we're just accepting us. And pardon, I don't want to start all over, but I want to make sure I'm not in do not disturb. Great. Okay, so repeating after me, even though when I think of the responsibility that I have in being a leader in the field of education, it sometimes feels monumental and heavy. Right here, right now, I'm open to giving space to this issue, and I accept myself and honor how I'm feeling, even though sometimes the weight of responsibility feels so heavy. And maybe just think of where that is showing up for you, just right here in this moment. And put your attention on that. Right here, right now, I'm open to sending myself compassion. And I accept myself and honor what I'm feeling. Even though being a leader in education involves so much pressure. Pressure to get things right. Pressure to take care of others. Sometimes it is hard to find the time to take care of me. I'm right here, right now. I'm open to a shift in perspective. And I accept myself and honor how I'm feeling. Now we'll start tapping through the points. Being a leader in education feels like a lot of responsibility. And sometimes it feels like a thankless job. Sometimes it feels as though nobody understands. The pressures that I am presented with on a daily basis. And I feel it in my body. All of this pressure, this responsibility to take care of these kids, to set them up for success. It feels like parents don't understand. And sometimes I'm so exhausted. So now, as we continue to tap through this next set of points, I just want you to put your attention on maybe the most pressing issue for you today. You don't have to lump them all in together. We never have to solve all the world's problems or all of our problems in any one moment. So just think about today, right now, in this moment. the most pressing stressor, or maybe it's even a memory or a thought experience coming up for you. And again, it's no judgment, just stepping into curiosity and allowing yourself to be an observer. I just want you to let yourself feel what you need to feel while continuing to tap, breathing evenly. Let yourself feel or notice, or let yourself listen to whatever thoughts are coming up. Continuing to tap through the points. And just letting that thought or emotion or experience be there. And if it brings up some emotion for you, that's okay. You've got this. Let yourself experience it. While tapping through these points. And let's take a breath. And again, repeat after me. It's a lot of pressure. Being an educator, being a leader. And I am giving myself permission to acknowledge that I'm doing my best. Sometimes it feels as though I'm learning as I go. And actually, there's some truth to that. So I'm allowing myself to release any resistance or any pressure and instead I'm stepping into the possibility that I can feel amazing about what it is I'm accomplishing. And so as we tap through this next round of points, I actually want you to bring up that one celebration. I mean, it can be more than one. But whatever celebration or accomplishment you want to let yourself see and feel right now as we tap, I want you to just visualize yourself receiving this celebration and recognition for everything you've been working towards. For yourself, for your kids that you work with, let yourself see that and feel that. Repeat after me. Yes. Sometimes being in education is so hard. But I'm choosing to take the time to honor and take care of myself. Because the more I do that, the better I am for those around me. I'm giving myself permission to do things differently, to motivate with space and grace, releasing any resistance to feeling as though I cannot be proud of myself right now. I'm stepping into this possibility that life gets to be as easy as possible. Letting myself experience that. I am doing an amazing job. I'm doing the best that I can. And every day I get better and better. I'm giving myself permission to release anything in the way of me owning the amazing work that I do. I'm stepping into the possibility that I am creating impactful change every day. And that is something to celebrate. Deep breath in, out. So that is an example of just a super quick tapping meditation you can do in 10 minutes. Clearing any resistance, honoring that, and then when you start to feel that shift, welcoming in all the things that you know that are going to help you go out there and continue making an amazing impact. So enjoy. Please feel free to ask me any questions that you might have, and give yourself permission to feel that sense of pride. Thank you for all that you do.